All right. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Sauger. Morning, Work Diver. Hope you guys are doing all right today. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I just turned on the mic, and then we'll get into the watch list here. Clear. Okay, good. All right. So as you can see, I marked out some more critical levels on the S&P 500 today. The SPY, excuse me. But you guys know what I mean. Anyway, very clear levels here on the SPY. I even went back in time and I looked at where some of the most recent levels here would connect with even some of the levels way back here, all the way back to 2018. So there are definitely several levels that I did not mark out, as I don't want to cake up the chart with too much. I just I took what I felt would be the most important levels, and I went ahead and marked them out. And so this first level that I marked here, the SPY is up, guys, and I don't know, I don't know if this is going to be one of those days where it looks like it's going to be bullish, but then it ends up just retracing back here. It very well could. It could completely reject, and we could see a major sell-off today on the SPY. Maybe even back down to this level right here. I need to mark this level out, the 267 level, because that seems to be a pretty good point from here and to here. So I'm going to mark that one out too. But there could be a retracement even, all the way back down to these levels right here. Now I'm going to mark these out as well. 263.22 is going to be a very important spot. So if we come down below that one, it's probably it very well could break through. So I'm going to mark that one out a little there. And gonna just kind of gray out some of these areas here. Get it down to, So again, just want to mark these levels. And you can see the numbers here as I'm pasting this in. Just FYI here, so the most critical level today, if it broke through this level right here, that would be 263.22. We want to see it hold that. If it does make a retracement, we also want to see it hold 266.66. We want to see it, and then these are just two other important levels here. You can mark them out. 271.22, 273.09. We may see a little bit of bounce around in those areas. But the next critical point here, and no, it's not really a critical daily level, so I'll keep it gray. But I think, yeah, it would be the one after that. So we're going to make this one, let's see here, 285.54. We're going to go ahead and color code that green. Okay, so 285.54, that's going to be a very important breakout level. And then the one above it too, 288.42. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a solid line, because that is the most critical line. And if we break out of that, look out. If we break out of that, look out. But I'm going to mark that there. So these are the levels I'm marking up to. We've still got all these moving averages to break up to. I don't even know if we're going to get up to these levels here. But, I'm watching them. I'm keeping them on serious watch right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this on the 5-minute chart here. So let's see. And we had this critical area marked out from yesterday. Let me just see, 265. So I'm going to remove that one. Sagar, I see you're watching Acre and DPW Acre for continuation. Yep, I'm going to touch on that too here in a second. So let's see, 266.66. Okay, so that's showing as a pretty clear level, and then 263.22. Is that level? 263.33. Okay, basically if it so that's the same level as that. So yeah, I need to go ahead and color code this one red. Okay, so that's going to be a pretty critical area for it to hit. The next one we want to watch is 266.66. So what I'll do is I'll just mark that here, 266.55 on the gap down. And you know what? I will put that, I'll make that red too. I use these colors because, you know, they kind of help me to know and understand, you know, and there's differences between dashed and solid. Solid is the most critical. Dashed, you know, if red is critical. I'll also want to mark out the where it gapped up at 270.48. Let's just see if that is a level here. 271.22. So okay. So that's not a level that I marked out there, but I'll put a dashed red line there. And we'll kind of lighten that up a little bit. I'll also go a little darker on the red the more critical it is. So this one actually ought to be a little bit darker. I know it's confusing. This is just my own little system here. This isn't anything that you guys need to really worry about. Obviously, I think you guys know that. Let's see. 271.22, 273.09. So 271.22. Okay, I'm going to mark that out. And 273.09. Okay, I'm going to mark that out. And then the next one up is 279.01. Let's see here if we can find 279.01. This is what I hate about these charts. This is what I hate about these charts, guys, on light speed. But I'll be watching it on the daily, so it's fine. But I am going to go ahead and color code these the same way. So these are minor gray areas that we do need to watch. So a lot of leveling out this morning. But this is fine because there's a lot of stocks to go through on the watch list. And I want to just be very, I want to give it time. I want to give them time to play out a little more in pre-market anyway. So this is good. Okay, guys. So right now, let's just start with the talk. So APT looks like it's going to be a good short. I so want to locate 400. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It's $8. It's no big deal. Let's see. So did I secure those? No. Okay. Oh, I canceled. I didn't accept it. Okay. Okay. I just got 400 shares for shorting APT. I really feel like that there's a big possibility for it to break $14. This is a critical mark. Because if it, well, really 1380 is probably the critical mark because it could come all the way down here. We could see a good, healthy retracement finally on the daily here. I may go ahead and get in. I don't even know if it'll let me take it here. But you know what? I'm just gonna, let's see. There's not a lot of volume on this, so I'll just see. But this is one that I've got on my watch list. Hopefully I don't miss the move here in pre-market, but I am going to go ahead and set an alert. Let me clear all these alerts out here. I am going to go ahead and set an alert on APT to let me know when it gets to 1390 on the bid. We'll even say 1389 on the bid. Okay, Acre looks like it could be a good long play. So here's what I'm looking at on the daily, and I think there was some kind of vaccination news on this company. Let me look it up real quick. It's a very low float, 2.3 or 2.5 million shares float, and yeah, they're okay. So they got there's a coronavirus vaccine deal going on with Acre. So it is very possible that we had a major run up yesterday, and we had a major run up this morning in pre-market. It's very possible this thing could explode. But as you can see, I'm always wary here. We've rejected that 200-day. Now we can easily clear that 200-day when the market opens up. But I would be looking for it to hold above that and then, break these highs. And then I think we could get, a pretty strong move up, maybe even to $12 from that point. And I mean, who knows? This could be the next low flow runner that goes to $40. I mean, you just don't know. But it's enough for me to keep up here on the watch list. And so I'm going to want to be alerted at the break of 650. And let me see here. Where was that? Was it 850? So I'm going to want to just put out some alerts here just so I can keep it just to see, because I want to let this play out a little bit and I want to see what it starts to do. And I want to give it time to really build some momentum when the bell rings. So I want to know when it breaks 650. So I'll even put 651 on the ask just to make sure there's a confirmed break there. Then I want to know if it breaks $7. Okay, so 701. And then I want to know when it breaks 750. And I think if it continues to break up through those marks, I'll be interested in getting in at that point to see, just because if there's that much strength here, it would be very interesting to see it at least test high pre-market highs. And I think there's a good chance that I could get a really nice scalping opportunity in there around those levels here around the 750 level, that may, where even if it just goes up to test $8 and then fails, I mean, I still feel like I could get maybe a good 20, 30, 40 cent move, maybe on 500-600 shares. I would take 500-600 shares on a stock like this if it was really strong. So there's a lot of if-thens there for Acre. And so I'm going to actually, believe it or not, I'm going to remove it from the watch list. And actually, no, I think I'll keep that one up because DPW is another one. It has broken through some key moving averages. And I think there's something to do with manufacturing, some kind of equipment, higher demand for oxygen concentrator and ventilator power supplies. So, here's the thing, guys. There were some reports that came in, and I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems as though that where they were reporting scarcity in supplies, now they're saying that they have plenty of supplies. At least right now, the latest reports have shown. Maybe that's just because we've slowed the curve, and we, now we know that we have enough to handle everything. So I don't know. This one's going to have to really prove itself. So I'm only going to want to know if this has a breakout over the pre-market highs. I'm only going to want to know if this is getting a breakout past $1.63. So I'm going to take this one off the watch list, but I am going to go ahead and put in DPW. Alert me at, we'll say $1.56. If it can get above that, I'll be interested in coming back and checking it out. Otherwise, I don't really care about that one today. It could do well. It could do very well. Don't get me wrong. Apple is another one that I'm looking at. It's obviously following the SPY around. The thing I like about Apple is I could get in with 100 shares on this and, make a quick couple $100 right out the gate if the SPY has some kind of a sell-off. And it's very possible that the SPY will get maybe a rejection off these levels and have some kind of massive sell-off to test these levels, or the, you know, one of these two levels here. It could even get a breakdown through it. And so again, you know, Apple is just one of those stocks where, you know, you could come in and capitalize pretty big on a, you know, with conservative share size. And so I kind of want to just keep that one on the side. MGM has been making some moves. I mean, it's a slow mover, so it's not really, I don't do really good on slow movers. So I kind of did want to look at it, but I'm going to go ahead and remove it, take it off. NCLH and, you know, basically CCL obviously has a greater volume, and NCLH may just be moving in sympathy with that. But there was at one point when I first looked at this stuff in pre-market where NCLH seemed to be making the bigger move. So I don't know. Let me just look at this. It's also a slow mover. I'm going to remove NCLH, but I'll keep CCL on. Let me see if there's any divergence. No, there's really no divergence there. So they're pretty much moving in the same direction. And then, of course, Boeing. Guys, Boeing, and actually, you know, I need to put Boeing above Apple because Boeing, you know, I've been really tracking well with that lately. And you know, I'm even seeing a little divergence from the SPY. So Roku's another one. It does not have a lot of good volume at all in pre-market, but that's okay. It seems like it's wanting to make some moves. The daily chart looks really good. This is another one of those ones. You know, you can just take 100 shares long, and it can move. You know, it can move a couple bucks real quick. But really, you know, this is kind of one that I don't care as much about. But I'm going to just kind of keep it around. As a matter of fact, I need to move it down a little because I do care a little bit more about ZM than I do Roku. And I actually do care a little bit more about IMMU, which Sauger, you mentioned. Yeah, IMMU, it is iffy. It is iffy. But it could be a long. You're right. It absolutely could be a long. That's something to look at. It held all these, you know, critical areas here pretty much yesterday. It held all of this. And we had a ton of profit taking, and there might be some buyer confidence coming back in, especially with the SPY. Plus, again, it's had really great news. It's really being seen as a great company right now. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. It's really being you know, they had really good news about I think breast cancer trial. That they ended the trial because they had such great successful data that they didn't even need for the trial to go on anymore. They're actually pushing things through on that. So this really could be a good long for the day. So I'm going to keep that pretty close by. ZM, you know, it's a chop fest on ZM. I don't think I'm going to trade on ZM today. Let me look at Lulu here. Okay, Lulu gapped up again. You know, but there's just not a lot of volume, so I'm going to remove Lulu. KSS is another one. Kohl's looks like it can make some good moves. It's a good, you know, it's a good $16 stock. It's a slow mover. Again, I don't do as well with those, but and you know the volume's really not there either. So I'm going to remove that. Oxy has provided some good opportunities. So has CVX. CVX is up, but there's a little volume coming into Oxy, so I may move Oxy above IMMU and then keep these kind of like this. Let me look at mRNA one more time. mRNA is making a steady move up, guys, and today could be a breakout point for mRNA. So I would probably first be interested in mRNA at the break of 35.19 and then 35.66. So 35.19 and 35.66. $35.66. And then let's see, where are we at here? What's the all-time high? $36. So I'd probably want to know if it was getting up to, so I would say 35.80 breakout at 36. Okay, so that would be huge for mRNA. So that's the only reason I'm going to keep that up there. So good morning, Yoni B. Good to see you, man. So yeah, mRNA could probably even go above all of these here. So I think mRNA could see a very bullish move breakout today. I don't know for sure. It's tricky. It's a tricky stock. Got to be careful. Again, CCL's looking all right. Apple's looking all right. I'm almost inclined to take Apple off just because I've got Boeing up here. But Apple seems to be more tracking with the SPY, where Boeing is showing a little divergence. So I want to be mindful of that. APT is probably the one I'll watch out of the gates. I did go ahead and secure 400 shares for shorting, and looks like it could be starting to make that move. The only thing I don't like about it is there's this, this broker restriction here, or this short selling restriction on the broker. That CB means that you can only short on an uptick, and what I don't want to happen is for this stock to just take off without me and not give me any room to add in the 400 shares that I borrowed. Now granted, I only spent $8 on it, so it's no big deal, but I really do believe if I was able to get in with the 400 shares and this broke down through 1380, I really think we can get a good solid move down. We should be able to get a good solid move down. Now volume's going to have to pour in, and other bears are going to have to see this as a selling opportunity. So, and it's looking like it's wanting to crack, guys. So I may go ahead and get in anticipation of this. So I'm going to go ahead and secure some shares here. And I will just put a stop above, let's see, where would I want to get out? Probably want to get out at the break of 1420. So I took it at 1391, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and set a stop. As soon as this bell rings, if this goes up above 1415, I'm going to want to get out. If it keeps going, I'm going to add to it. So let's see, stop at 1415, yeah. So I've got that order in, and otherwise I am going to take another 200 shares immediately. I'm going to hit the bid at 1380 if it looks like it's going to start dumping down, and I will put in the first take profit here at 1340, maybe even 1350 on the first 100 shares. So we'll see. But bell's about to ring, guys. Here we got about a minute and a half, and let's see here. We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think we can get a good solid move down at least to the 1220 area. We could do really well on this trade this morning. So it could be whippy. And as a matter of fact, what I would probably do, I'm going to change this. So 100 shares at 1405. at 1406. I would want to come out 100 shares, stop buy at 1406. No, we'll say 1411, 1410. Stop buy at 1410, and then stop buy the other 100 at 1420. That way we're giving a little more room up to that area. I'll even say 1419, stop buy. And then I will have that limit back in at 1350. Okay, well, we're already up. Boy, that really just blew past my order there. So let's see. There we go. Getting a continuation. Man. Okay, I'm going to come out half. We got 100 left. Wow, big order there. Can I add back to it on APT? I mean, it broke that critical level. Is this a good place to add back to? We'll find out. I mean, they're holding it up, guys. Somebody's holding it up. Man, what a beautiful drop there. So I'm actually going to come back out at 1370. We'll say stop buy at 1371. Those last 100 shares. Let's see. Otherwise, see if we can get a good move. There's a lot of buying here. A lot of buying. It's hard to say. It's hard to say where this is going to go. It's hard to say. Okay, went ahead and got me out. So $74 on that first move. But let's take a look at Boeing. Boeing looks like it's making a little bit of a move down. See if it can break 160. Can it break 160? SPY's making a move back up. Okay. Let's look back at APT. If APT ends up getting crushed at that level, be very interesting to see if it makes a move down to 1220. So if I don't see a lot of buying. Oh, Boeing broke. Man, it broke. I missed that one. It's okay. SPY's getting a little bit of a rejection. Oof, come on. Oh man, I'm missing every single move right here. I'm not gonna chase it. I'm not gonna chase it. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. Man, what a beautiful move. What a beautiful move. Let's see, is there significant selling here? Is there significant selling? Okay, wow, what a powerful, strong move. Back up. Powerful move back up. Hit off of some really nice levels here. 156.53. So if we see a continued fail through 157, just go down to the 1 minute chart here. If we see a continued fail through 157, as long as SPY keeps pulling, I think we'll be good. It's really hard to tell right now, guys. Got to be quick with this one. Okay. And immediately put me down. Okay, I've got to come out half. And there we go. It's not breaking. I'm coming out. Okay. Sorry, guys. That one, I got a really bad entry on that one. APT looks like it's resolving. I'm going to go ahead and go in a couple hundred shares again here. if it'll take it. Like I said, we're on a broker restriction, so we got to get it. I've got to get a fill on an uptick. There we go. Got the fill on the uptick. Need to see if we can break that level. I think we can break it. Looks like it's about to break. If it goes back, I'll get out some of my shares, but it looks like it's about to break. We'll see. It's holding it though. It's holding it. It's retesting, but it's holding it. Man, I tell you what. Okay, gonna come out 100. I want to see it come back. I want to see it come back. 1342. I'll consider getting back in with the full 400 shares if it does make that drop. Glad I got out of Bowen. Shooting back up here. I think this is going to go. I'll give it another shot. I'll put in another 100 shares here. Hopefully it'll take it. Okay. Come on. Don't chop me out. Come out a little. Get back in if I have to. Just don't want to lose my profits on the day here, guys. Got to see some more selling pressure come in. There we go. We're in 300 at 41. Come on, break 40. We need to break 40 and then 36. We've got to get somebody to come in here and sell this off. It's having a hard time breaking through, guys. There we go. There we go. We're going to get it. We got 300 at 41. If we could take this down into the 12s, that would be great. If it doesn't work out, I've got to get out. Acres up, 701. First alert. Actually, that might be the second alert. Come on. Let's get a breakdown. This should be it. This should get us down into the 12s. This should get us down into the 12s. Come on. There we go. There we go. I should add to my position here. Okay, I've got 400 at 1335. Come on. Let's break down into the 12s, guys. Let's break down into the 12s. Should be a sell-off here. There's no reason why this should not sell off. Okay, going to come out half. We got 200 at 1327. We're up 131 on the day. I'll consider adding another 200 at the break of 13. Yeah, Acre looks like it's doing good. So I am going to put a stop at 13.20. Stop by, oops, excuse me. Well, there we go. There's that. We're up 150 on the day. We'll say 13.27, stop by. Okay, all right. Well, we're 128 on the day. Man, it didn't fill me till all the way up there, man. I hate that. Come on. Acre having a retracement. It's looking strong. Boeing having a little bit of a retracement. Apple pretty much following suit with the SPY. It's going to get a little bit of a pullback here with the SPY. SPY's broken down through a couple key levels. APT, we're going to check this out again here, and let's see, 13. Let's see, where did we touch? $13? We touched $13. I can't believe that. Could have gotten a better entry on that. So let's look for the break of 13.10. Looks like it's moving. There we go. APT so far is the winner on the day. Come on. Don't want to be too hasty with this. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get in there. Looks like it could break. Come on. Oh, come on. We should be able to get down into the 12s. I don't know why we haven't gotten down in the 12s already. This should be buried in the 12s right now. There should be massive sell-off here just because of how horrible this daily chart is. But it's on a short selling restriction, so that's why, you know, I was a little nervous about it. Come on. It's pausing too long here. Okay, it's coming up on the bid. Reduce my share size a little. Acres up to 751. So this is kind of where I want to start paying attention to Acre. But I do not want to miss the break here. Got out too soon on that one. Got a good pullback on Boeing, a good pullback on Apple. Okay, so I'm going to set an alert for APT. I want to know when it hits 13.05 on the bid ad. So this will give me an opportunity to pay attention to some of this other stuff. So Acre is going to go test probably the pre-market highs. So out another half of INO from yesterday. Good job. Good job, Yoni B. Boeing. Let's look at Boeing. Let's look at Apple. CCL, mRNA. mRNA had a fail. APT. Okay. Let's look back at it. See if we can get in here. 400 shares at 1303. Let's get that break. Come on. Let's get that break down through 13. Come on. There's a huge wall there. At 13. Huge wall at 13. Just not getting the resolution. Come on. Let's get the breakdown. 1301. Come on. It's close. There we go. 1301. Crush it. Crush it. What a slow mover today. What a slow mover. Okay. Took a little bit of a loss there. I probably didn't have to take. It got me out at 1308. Okay. Come on. It's a lot of selling on 13. Man, this is about as stubborn as it gets, guys. It's about as stubborn as it gets. This should be a clean break. Just need somebody to come in and give up on this stock and just dump their shares. This is where short squeezes happen. So I've got to be careful. Got to be careful. They're going to be buying. See if we get a retest. We can get a retest. Slam back down. Okay, coming out another half. Okay. All right. Man. Sauger says, Acre, what a move in the halt from 738, 100 shares and added 250 going into the halt. Good job, Sauger. Yeah, I agree with Yoni B. Focus. DPW moving as well. I've got alert set on DPW. All out up 234 on the day. Great job. Great job. Oh, I see. Yeah, it opened up below. Good job, Sauger. Great move. Great move there. It's a fast mover too. It is above that 200-day moving average. I would probably be interested to know, again, if this makes it above $8. So AKER 801 on the ask. Let me know. There we go. So APT. I would look for this again just because I think we could go down all the way to 1220, and on 400 shares, even piecing out along the way, that could bring us up to over 200 on the day. So I may go for it. We'll see. I probably need to go ahead and set an alert though, just so I can look at some other stocks here. APT set an alert at 1305 on the bid. Okay, so Boeing. So there's a little bit of chop right now. A little bit of chop. This is some good scalping territory, actually, though, for a lot of people who have some really good scalping strategies. So he's making a nice move up. Acre's back up. Acre might be making a high. Let's see. You gonna get a retracement or a push up? Oh, looked like it wanted to halt. Is it gonna halt? I'm not gonna get into that halt because the last time it halted, it looks like it came down. Oh, blew past the halt. Blew past the halt. We're gonna break high of day. Acre going into another halt. Okay. Nice. There it is. So missed the move on that. It's okay. Boeing broke up through VWAP. Apple did not. Apple is following SPY a lot more closely. So there's some good divergence between Boeing and the SPY. CCL, some nice divergence there. Oxy continuing to make a move up. The breakout point is 1529. So might be a good stock to get in on here. So we're going to go ahead and jump in Oxy at 1490. Try to get the break of 15. See if we can get the break of 15. It's a slow mover, which I don't do as well on, but see you come back down to 490, I'll get out. So there we go. Looks like it's wanting to break. US oil is doing really well right now. Love to see a break of 15 here. There we go. Didn't quite get the move. That's okay. Get a strong push up here. Come on. Should be getting a move up. Should be getting a move up. Come on. Let's break through it. Let's break through it. I hate the slow movers. Now, if I was taking bigger share size, it would be fine. Should be breaking out through 15 here. Come on. There we go. And first take profit will be at maybe 1502. Come on. Okay, I'm coming out. US oil's on a pullback. SPY's on a pullback. Look at this. What a recovery on APT. What a recovery on APT. Really thought that had more potential to go down, but still doing all right on the day. mRNA, what are we looking for the break of 3105? mRNA looks like it's forming a very similar pattern to the SPY. Not completely, not to the T. Acre's going to be opening up again here pretty soon. I think we'll have a move, you know, maybe up to $12. I mean, we've got a lot of resistance to break through here at 965, so I don't know. Man, I should have jumped in there. Yeah, you made your day in half an hour, Saga. Run! Get out of here, man. Move. Okay. If we get a crack below 8, there's going to be a pretty big sell-off here. So, boy, this is what I'm talking about. I'm so glad I got out. I'm so glad I got out here. Made a little bit of profit on Boeing, not much, 17 bucks. But this stuff is crazy. Acre is probably gonna move back a little. CCL getting a little bit of a retracement. Still looks like it wants to move up. So I'll go ahead and take, well, just kind of missed my entry there, but let's see. We're going to jump in 300 shares at 1277. Look to see it get some good follow through momentum with the SPY. I'll let it drop back a little bit. So let's see. Got to get rid of these executions. It always messes me up. So I will consider adding. I want to see SPY really make a good solid turnaround here and continue to move up. It's going to be key. So I've got SPY on another monitor. SPY is looking weak. If we can hold that EMA. If SPY breaks VWAP though, I'm gonna have to come out of CCL. It's got to get bought off of VWAP. So far so good. Almost want to go in with another 30 shares here. But no, I think I'm going to wait for confirmation. So I'm going to come out some of my shares there. And again, if SPY breaks VWAP, then that's going to be a good sign that, you know, that I need to get out. Good sign in the short term anyway. Just in case. CCL's got to start making some kind of a move up. I mean, it's holding VWAP, so I'm happy about that. Okay, SPY's breaking VWAP. I'm coming out. I don't want to, but gonna have to wait for some more confirmation on CCL. mRNA looks like it could break down through 32. It's a pretty good setup here on the 2-minute. So 32.01. So I will want to go 200 share, maybe even 300 shares short. Stop at 32.01. Stop sell. I would be interested there. I'll set it to mRNA. And I'm going to delete these alerts here. Okay, SPY looks like it's getting pretty solid rejection actually. So it could be making a pretty heavy move down today. So Oxy's continuing to make a move up. I could have held on to that for longer. That's why I say I don't do the best on slow moving stocks. Oh, what a beautiful move on ZM. Roku, not a lot being done there. Get in there. See if we can get the breakdown here on ZM 14. We got 200 shares. See the break of 114. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Take off 100 there. I want to see a continued move down on ZM. Slow. Slow. Come on. Come on, ZM. Take off another half. Got 50 shares left on ZM. See if we can make 50 bucks here. See if we can make 50 bucks here. Last 50 shares. There we go. Getting close. Getting close. May consider adding. Take another piece. Got 114.19 average. $25 shares left. 114.19 average. See if we can get back in there. 113.36 average. There we go. Consider adding again at the break of 113. Okay, coming out. We'll give it another shot down at 113. There we go. If we can come in 1301, get the break. Got 200 shares. There we go. Okay, we'll come out half there. It's like we should continue to get a breakdown here. SPY's weak. Here, come out another half just in case. Up over 200 on the day. Let's see if we can get a break of 112.50. Got 50 shares, 112.50 is where we're looking. SPY's getting a little bit of a pullback. mRNA, oops, okay, so we're in mRNA. Well, no, we're not in mRNA. Did not take my ad on mRNA. Completely skipped over me. We'll stay on Zoom for now. SPY's getting a massive sell-off. mRNA is too. Hate that I missed that on mRNA. Yeah, it totally skipped by my order. Unless I canceled my order. I don't think I canceled my order. I still had an order out on mRNA, right? It just blew past it. I had 300 shares. It's annoying. APT, Acre, getting a retracement. Glad I didn't get in on that last. Boeing, Apple, CCL, mRNA, still pushing, or pulling, I should say. Oxy, Zoom. Looks like we could finally get that move here at 112.50. SPY's pulling. Okay, gonna get in there at 52. See the break. Come on. Come on. See the break. Okay, coming out half. Zoom is in a very choppy mood right now. Thought we were going to get the breakdown. Very deceiving. It's okay. Still up. Okay, got to come out another half. And got to come out. Man. That could have been an incredible move. SPY's getting a pullback here. mRNA's getting a pullback. See how much of a pullback we get here on mRNA. Okay, SPY's still up on the day too, by the way, guys. But let me pull in the chart here. It's bouncing off a very key level here. Bouncing off a very key level here. Okay, so and it could hold. It could hold all this. But if it breaks this level here, where it gapped up, I think we'll see a good retracement, a continued retracement. So next level we're looking to break is 271.21, and then after that is 270.48. Okay, we're going to get in mRNA, just 200 shares. Looks like it's hitting a little bit of resistance there. I will consider adding if it moves up to the 3220 levels. Otherwise, I will plan on seeing if we can get a breakdown past 3156. So, APT, Acre, Boeing, ZM. Oh, we finally got that break. Man, we finally got that break. Very choppy stock. Have to be very careful. Have to be very careful with ZM. Man, what a wonderful move. What a wonderful move. What a wonderful move on ZM. See if we can get a good solid move here. Break back down through 11, the 111s. Come on. It's holding. I don't like that. It's holding. Take 100 off there just in case. It's known for tricking us out. We know that much. SPY's making its way down towards that critical level where it gapped up. Come on. Come on, let's see follow through. See follow through. Come on. Break down. Yeah? No? want to see follow through. Okay, moving back too much. So good job, Mark. Good job, Mark. Yeah, low float stocks are very, very tricky, very difficult. You know, it can be an excellent strategy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be a really good strategy, but or a really good, you know, you can develop some really good strategies. Obviously, I mean, look at Ross Cameron. You know, he's got some really great strategies out there. Um, but it takes a lot of time and attention, and um, they can be very difficult to trade. Okay, I'm going to get out a little 100 shares there. If it breaks up past this, SPY is tanking hard and mRNA is being bought up. So that to me just doesn't make any kind of sense. Okay, I'm getting out. Guys, rough day for me. Back and forth, constant back and forth all day. Um, Missed the move on that. SPY has broken down through the gap down level. So that's definitely something to take note of. Bowen has a critical break at 156. It's getting a little bit of a pullback here. If we break it though, that'll be interesting. So we're going to start building a position, well, 50 shares. Okay, so we're going to start there at 157.90, building a 50 share position. And would love to see, I mean, love to see enough of a retracement to take some good profits off of that. Take off half there. And looks like we may be getting a push back up on SPY, so may have to come out. Really want to see SPY reject that gap down level. Looks like it wants to push. May have to revamp where I build this position. We'll see. Morning, Note again. Good to see you. No worries, man. It's good to have you here. If we end up going into some kind of a reversal move, then I'm going to be ready for that, because it's going to be hard to build a position off of any kind of reversal move. And last thing I want to do is find myself way back up here. So Bowen is really strong right now, guys, and so you know, got to take that into consideration. So what I may do is I may go ahead and just get out right there, give it a chance to work out. I'm going to be watching the SPY. obviously, if we get a break of 156, I'm going to go for it if the SPY is weak. So APT, AMR, or mRNA. Okay, that got tanked. ZM still getting tanked. Want to watch for the break of 108.53. So I'm going to set an alert. I want to know if ZM gets to 109.50. APT, going to delete that and let me know if it gets to 13.20. Moving some things up. mRNA, mRNA, it's like I've always told you guys, it's a really tough stock to trade. I was actually hoping to catch it on some kind of a reversal at these levels, but it just never came back down, and it's getting a gradual buy up. So that just tells me that I need to stay away from this today. So not interested at all, not at all. SPY looks like it could be getting a slight rejection. Man, what a buy up on Boeing right there. Oxy, gonna get that off my list too. So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Hopefully, I don't miss anything here. I've got some alerts set. So let's see. Missed an ad in there. SPY looks like it's continuing to get hammered. So, yeah, it's continuing to make a move down. Bone looks like it might be following suit. It's real spready here. Go ahead and jump in on that. See if we can hold it to the break of 156. Love to see it crack through 156. $57.01. Give this time to play out. Give this time to play out, guys. Okay, coming out half. Just to unload some of that. Okay, see if we can break that. See if we can break 156. Come on. Oh, come on. $156.37. Coming out. Coming out some. We got 156.05, 50 average. So very spready stock here. Oops, let's say 25. See if we can get out 25. Oh, come on. This is not good. But let's look at the SPY. See the SPY. Yeah, the thing is if the SPY starts coming up, it's not where we're going to want to be. SPY needs to see a continued move to the downside. SPY looks like it's trying to make its way up. So we won't add yet. See if SPY can get another sell off below that gap down level. It's having a tough time, guys. It's having a really tough time. We'll see. It's been a struggle today, so hopefully I think there will be some decent places to add, but I don't know. Boeing can make some serious moves, and I don't know if trying to average in will be in my best interest on this. So 156.05, 157.05. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to come out some there. There we go. Okay. All right. So reduced my risk majorly on that. I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, I've got to catch a good move on this one. Oh, I hate that. It's like coming all the way back. Makes me feel like I should have been more patient. I've gotten faked out on Boeing before on moves like this, but I'll give it another shot. I'll give it another shot. Come on. Come on. Push. Okay, gonna come out some. Come out 100. No reason why we shouldn't get this move. Come on. Come on. Ah. Come on, Boeing. Man, what a whip back. Okay. All right. I got to come out. Oh, it got me. Got me on the snapback, guys. See if we can catch it one more time. SPY got bought up real quick right there at the last minute. SPY might be making a quick reversal here, so we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Bad move on my part, guys. Just whipped back really strongly. I should have given it. I kind of panicked and got out a little too quickly. I should have given it time to retrace. But I'll tell you what, Boeing, if it cracks that 56 level, SPY looks like it's finally going to start getting bought up here. Okay. Looks like it's getting bought. See if we can get a good solid move up here. Come on. See if we can get a push up. There we go. There we go. Come on. Not much buyer confidence right now. SPY's getting the move. Boeing's not, which has me a little like, okay, what's going on here? Boeing is not getting a good strong push. We need to see a stronger push than this. Okay, there we go. Come out half there. Hold on to this other 50. Okay. Back down to 194 on the day. Still think we're going to get a continued push up towards VWAP. Just want to wait for another opportunity to get in. So SPY had run back up through those that critical gap, marked out gap level. Let's see here. I'll show you right here. This level right here, 270.48, when marked out. It's kind of where it gapped down over here. So wanting to see it push up through this 20 moving average, break up back through this level, and fight its way to VWAP. I think if it can do that, we should get a pretty solid move on Boeing. But if Boeing is going to remain weak, you know, then it'll come back down to these areas. I'm really upset about that snapback, guys. I'm really upset about that. And I sized in. I mean, I got a little greedy here. I sized in with a little bigger position than normal, but I really thought that this was going to break and that we would see a good solid flush down. That would have ended my day right there. That would have put me up, you know, probably over $300 on the day. So just trying to get the job done a little quickly here. There's plenty of day left, plenty of opportunity to make this back. This isn't really that much, but I'll still probably end the day down in the red after commissions, unless we can get a good enough solid move that puts me up, you know, back up a couple $100. So I'll be looking for that. It's probably not going to be on CCL, a little too slow moving for me. It's probably not going to be on Zoom. Zoom, you know, has a tendency to have these. Zoom has a tendency to have these really nice sell-offs and then really huge buy-ups, but it's also choppy. So I don't feel so good about getting in to the long side because, you know, I don't know how damaging that could be. We could get a pullback, and we could get a break through this 50 EMA on the day, or 50 moving average on the daily, and, you know, end up getting, you know, crushed down to these levels. I think it's got a price target on it of about $105. So, you know, we could be making our way to that. We definitely could be on our way to that. So let me get back to Boeing here. Okay, I am going to take a quick break real quick. I'll be right back, guys, and hopefully we'll catch a good move. See, this is, well, all right. Well, I've got to take a quick break. I don't know. Hopefully I won't miss this move. Okay, guys, I'm back. See what we're looking at here. I mean, here's the thing. If it comes back down here again, I'm going to feel compelled to go short there once again. But again, SPY has got to be weak. Got to see SPY making a move down for that to happen, and it looks like it is. but I just don't know how much of a move SPY is actually trying to make here. So I want to be careful with it. I do feel like it's tracking with the SPY right now. So don't want to get faked out on it again. And the SPY is pulling back. SPY has lost the gap again though, guys. So it's pretty encouraging there. Okay, we're gonna try to take a little. Oh, missed it. I missed the move, guys. I missed the move. Took off without me. See if we can get a little bit of a pullback. Doesn't look like we're going to get that. Let's see if we can get in there at 04. SPY's pulling back. SPY's ramping back up, guys. So, got to get out half my shares there. Man, SPY is just so tricky today. It's ramping right back up. It's the second time I've been caught in this. I've got to be careful, guys. Just got to be careful. It's not a good day for me. So, okay. Coming out again. SPY is getting nice little buy up here. See if there's anything else going on. Acre slowing down. Boeing. I mean, Boeing's weak. Is it going to show continued divergence is the question. Next level here is at 153.81. And then 152.80. SPY's getting a buy up, but it's kind of an artificial buy up. Man, and then Boeing is just continuing to get pummeled. I'm just missing the move, guys. Missing the move, and I don't want to chase it. So see where ZM is. Yeah, still pretty choppy. Not sure what it's going to do. Roku continues to get a good strong move down. It's moving a little slower. may be able to start building a position. Although SPY looks like it's making a little bit of a leg down here. So SPY may continue to move down. $148.77, $149.69. SPY is getting destroyed. Boeing's getting bought up. So I'm just gonna kind of treat Boeing as a separate entity here, but I am going to be mindful of where the SPY is going and how it could pull Boeing. Missed the ad, or the entry I should say. SPY's continuing to pull. Boeing's continuing to pull. Boeing's getting a solid move down. I think we're going to start running into some areas of support around here. Might be able to catch a reversal, but need to be very, very careful. Make sure that SPY can get bought up. Okay, so I'm going to get in Boeing there. I'm 49.19. And we're going to look for a move up to back up through the 150s if we can get it. Getting divergence from the SPY. Okay. Okay, take off half there. See if we can get a good another move up. Come out the rest there. Okay, so this is what my day is going to be like, guys. Pretty much what you just saw right there. Just constantly sitting on the sidelines, waiting for good entries, good positions, and just getting myself back to black on the day. So I want to try to preserve my capital today. I I don't have to have some huge green day, but if I can at least make back my losses and get a little into the green just to cover some of these commissions, I think I mean that'll be good. So I've dug myself out of much deeper holes than this. You guys have watched me dig myself out of $500-600 holes before, so it's really not that big of a deal. Pretty much have all day, like I said earlier, to watch these markets, see where they continue to move, and take some of the best opportunities that we see. Um, we are nearing the 11 o'clock hour, and I'll probably be cutting the stream just a little early today. I've actually got a business meeting with my other job uh, at 11:30, and I've got to do a little bit of last um, or make some final preparations for that. So I'll probably be ending the stream out around, like I said, maybe 11 o'clock. Um, but before I do end the stream, I'll go back over the SPY. I'll give you my my personal opinion on what I think is going to happen and where it's going to go and all that. Um, Hopefully we'll see some really good moves. But I think we are moving in a particular direction right now, but I'm not completely convinced that this is a genuine sell-off on the SPY. Not convinced. There's still, fundamentally, there's still some good news out there, and there are some other critical points that have to be broken for me to really believe that we're going to get a continued sell-off today. Right now, as long as we bounce on that, there's a really strong daily level, and as long as we bounce on it, I think that we will continue to see a move up. So, and I've got that level marked out. Let me see here. So, let's see, 148.66. So I'll go ahead and I could start building a position. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Bowen's kind of taken off without me here, so Boeing is a great trade, guys. Boeing is just very impressive. Constant liquidity. Um, and for those of you who are just now coming in, so I was actually doing very well on the day today. I was up, at one point, I was up over $200. Gave some back, was down to, I don't know, somewhere around 100, give or take. And then, man, I took 300 shares on Boeing, thinking that we were going to get the break right here of 156. It was either here or right here. Shot all the way back up, and I was literally underwater. I mean, my P&L was flickering around like between $300 and $500, and finally got out. Took a pretty significant loss and was down. I don't know, almost 300. Maybe I was even down over 300 at one point. Obviously, I've recovered a lot of that, but man, just got to be careful on Boeing. It's bit me a couple times like that. It's bit me a couple times. Yeah, this could actually race all the way up there. I might want to 154.48. 54 we'll do. And then we'll catch it. And then we'll put in another one at we're just going to do quick little scalps here. And keep 154. $84 and then $44. Okay. Nope. Let's see. See if I were to get filled there. Man, that would have been a good solid move back up. Good solid move back up. Okay. So just lining up some things here, looking at some things here, guys. I got chopped out on Boeing. Man, I got chopped out on this multiple times. I saw it coming here to break 156. I think I got in here, got chopped out, got in here, got chopped out, got in here, got chopped out majorly. By the time it came back, I didn't have the stones to take it again. um, just didn't have it. SPY looks like it could make a move up, and this looks like it could definitely make a move up. Break 154, yep. We got a good break there. Let's wait for a pullback to add in. So I am missing this all these ads. SPY's weak though, so I just don't know how much to trust this yet. If it looks like SPY's gonna start making a move back up, I'll consider getting in. But SPY still looks weak. Still looks like it's getting a rejection off the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. It's really hard for me to trust Boeing right now. Roku's making a strong move. probably done with Acre, at least for now. It's lost this moving average. I'll set a if it gets another break above $7, I'd probably want to know, maybe 750 even. So 750 on the ask. So removing it from the watch list. Boeing could be making a move finally. I'll wait for the pullback. But just want to be careful on this because SPY is still down. Doesn't mean that SPY isn't going to make a turnaround. It could be making a reversal even right now as we speak. So let's see. Okay. Should be able to get a quick little scalp here. Yeah. And see if we can get a breakout. Yeah. Can we get a breakout? Come on. See if we can get out half there. Okay. Didn't really do much there, guys. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting the break. All right. Well, I did make a decent call there. I just got out too quickly. Didn't hold on to it. So, okay, guys. So, yeah, so I've got to get moving. I've got an 11:30 call, conference call with my other job. So I got to get out of here, guys. But here are the levels that I marked out on the SPY. Okay, we had a gap up, so I went ahead and marked out that level. And we crushed through that level and kind of chopped around it for a minute. This is where I got chopped out on Boeing. This is why I'm down on the day. Took a really huge hit, you can see, on Boeing. It was much bigger than that, actually. I've reduced the loss. But, I marked out these levels here. And if you guys want to mark them out too, 27.20 or 271.21. And then there's 273.10. And then there's 274.64. And, if you look at it on the daily, I mean, still on the daily, it still looks bullish. And this is why I always have a daily chart of the SPY out, because it's still, a green day so far. This still looks bullish. We came down and we tapped on this level, and we're getting bought up off of this level, this 263.22. Very nice daily level there. That's the level that I marked out here. Wait a second. No, excuse me. Sorry, that was the gap down level. We didn't get bought up off of that. I'm sorry. We could not meet the 266.55 level, which is not marked on the daily. Or yes, it is. Actually, it's this gray line right here, 266. Well, I've got 266.66, so we're 10 cents off on the daily markings. But anyway, guys, we couldn't quite get down there. Okay, so we are still in a bullish move. And if we break up past these two levels here, 271.22, 273.09, and then break high of days, we can continue moving up to 279.33, basically the 280 levels. So right now, it's kind of one of those things where, I'm going to come in later. I'm going to come back in here later, and I'm going to try to restore my losses on the day. I should be able to dig myself out of this. This is not a lot at all. And even if I can end the day just a little in the green and maybe even just pay for commissions or some of my commissions, I think that'll be good. So I'm going to strive for that later on in the day. But it's, I find that it's actually pretty good for me when I do walk away from the market for a while, because I can come back later in the day around, 1 or 2 o'clock with a fresh perspective. And typically I'll find some really good trades. I mean, yesterday, towards the end of the market close, I made, 3 critical trades that really put me up about another $150 on the day. So if I come back in later and I find similar trades like that, then we'll at least get ourselves hopefully pretty close to the green, if not in the green a little. And that's kind of what I'm going to shoot for today. But I'm going to sit on the sidelines and just kind of watch a little. Again, I've got some other work to tend to anyway, and that's always helpful. So appreciate you guys coming and joining the live stream. As always, it's always good seeing you guys. You're welcome, Yoni B, and you're welcome, Work Diver. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And just look for the video recap later. I'll be posting it later on this afternoon. You guys have a great afternoon. Be careful in this market. It is choppy. And we need to see clear direction on that SPY and clear breaking of some of these levels, or at least holding some of these levels to know where we're going to go. I think if we get a break back down through this level and we start moving back down, we're probably going to test this level here, this 266.55 level, which is the daily high from yesterday. So if that happens, but if we maintain above this level and start making our way up here, we'll want to look for a clearance of this level and then VWAP and then a move back up to 273.09. I don't think that is impossible. And you might even want to mark a level here because this seems to be like a pretty solid level as well, right here at 271.78. It touched a couple times in pre-market on that level. So you guys might want to mark that out too. I'll probably go ahead and just mark it out right now real quick, just so I have that. But yeah, that's all I got. And yeah, you're welcome, Sagar. You're welcome. And Sagar, I can easily recover from this loss. It's not a bad loss at all. So, all right, guys, I got to keep it moving. So, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.